Today we are going to be studying about Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to be studying about the chapter number 2 of separating substances, chemistry O-levels. So first of all, with no further introduction, we're going to start up with topic number 1 of mixtures. What are mixtures? Mixtures are just easy. Mixtures contain more than one subject. They are just mixed together but not chemically combined. In a mixture of like sand and water, like sand on the other cup we have our aqua, we have our water. Now we're gonna put both of them in the beaker, in the container, and we're just gonna mix them. They are not gonna be chemically combined, or not any reaction is gonna take part when we are gonna stir them with a stirring handle, and we're just gonna stir them. There won't be any chemical reaction or something happening. They're just gonna be mixed together and put into another. So moving on to our second topic is solution. What we have just prepared over here is a solution. Then what is solution? Solution is a is is a is equal to the solute and a solvent. When solute is the sand over here, the sand is solute, and the water, which is no, this isn't right example for this. Let us consider another example of sugar and water. So a solution consists of a solute plus solvent, which is gonna give us a solution. Okay, ये है हमारे पास तरीका, and after that we are going to show you by an example. Messed up the colors. So the right hand we have our sugar pot. This is our sugar, and we mix it in a container filled with water. The particles of the sugar are not going to be mixed in this. They're going to be dissolved in it and prepare a solution. They're going to combine itself and disappear, and the particles of sugar are going to start to disappear after some while. When you're going to keep on stirring it for about a minute or two, then you no longer see the particles of the sugar, because these particles are dissolved in the aqueous solution, the liquid, and makes a solution which involves a solute, which is a substance which gets add on to something which dissolves in it. And solvent is a substance or something in which the solute dissolves, which and combination of these two makes solution. Moving on to our next topic is like most of the elements do not dissolve, or most of the compounds are very hard to dissolve, and their percentage of dissolving is, I believe, it varies upon different levels. Like every other compound has its own level of dissolving. So we're gonna look at over here some of the things that are gonna be dissolving in different amounts, like considering like silver nitrate, which is written in the book. Silver nitrate dissolves around 24 to 41.3 100 grams, and in room temperature the dissolving the solubility of the silver nitrate is this 241.3. So the solubility of the substance or compound, I just forgot the word solubility, I don't know why. So we are considering okay, so because the solubility depends upon various factors and all that things. So in this over here we're gonna just is look at a brief look over there, because it's just a small beginning of this solubility processes. So just there's a chart in the book that's showing you about the solubility of different kind of compounds. So the solubility decreases as we go down the lines, okay, because the every compound has a different solubility factor. So look at the calcium hydroxide, which is only sparingly soluble, which means it is only a little bit soluble in the water. uh, Compare with the above compound. Its solution is called lime water. When this calcium hydroxide is dissolved in H2O water, it gives you lime water, which is our chune ka pani. Like we all know that. Now look at the last two substances in the table. They are usually called insoluble, since so are very little dissolves. The insoluble things are those which dissolve at a very little, like so little solubility. It is so little, like in 0.110 point, like 0.00125. Like it's such a low resolving factor that like one or two particles of this gonna be dissolved, while the rest of it is gonna be left hanging and wouldn't get dissolved. Moving on to our next one, helping a solute dissolve. Well, we could speed up the process. We could speed up the process of dissolving through various ways. Yes. So there are quite three methods that you're gonna be reading in this book to dissolve a solute more in like different speeds and more or less time. So the first example over here is sugar dissolves quite slowly in a water at room temperature. If you stir the liquid, that helps, but if you keep on adding, the sugar won't be dissolving much. No, so won't be dissolving. Eventually, no more of it will dissolve. No matter how hard you stir, the excess sinks to the bottom. The solution would be now saturated. For example, if you have these are two containers. One is containing you're gonna be adding teaspoons of sugar into a bowl of water. Okay, uh, into a bowl of water. Both have filled with water. So when you're gonna be putting sugar in it, it's gonna be dissolving through at some point when you're gonna put into it a lot of sugar. Like for example, in a cup of water, you put a 4 cup of like sugar. It won't get dissolved. It's gonna stay in the bottom and just be a solid piece of something, and would not get dissolved no matter how much you try. But eventually, when you're gonna be heating the solution, when you're gonna add more solute, well, I forgot to tell you guys that this state of the solution is called saturated solution. So if you wanna dissolve more solute, more solution, more saturated solution, if you wanna dissolve saturated solution, cause you want to like remove this sugar from the water and get it dissolved. So you're gonna heat it. So it's gonna be dissolved till the desired temperature is reached. If you heat the solution, the extra sugar dissolves, add more and it will dissolve too as the temperature rises. So from this we know that as we rise the temperature, the solubility of the substance also increases. So sugar is more soluble in hot water than cold water. A soluble solid usually gets more soluble as the temperature rises. A solution is called saturated solution when no more solute will be dissolved in it at that temperature. So in this temperature, the room temperature was 25 degrees centigrade. And in this example, we have the temperature of 100 degrees centigrade. As we rose the temperature, the solubility of the substance also increased. Water is the most common solvent. A solution in water is also called aqueous solution. When you are gonna be dissolving something in water, is gonna be called as water solution. After that, we're gonna be studying about the aqueous solutions. Aqueous solutions are those solutions in which are a solution in water is called as aqueous solution. Aqua is the Latin word for water. What is a volatile liquid? These liquids are the liquids that evaporate easily at room temperature, like your perfume or like that. They evaporate, or petrol or something. These are the liquids that evaporate easily at room temperature. And from the book we have some examples like white spirit, where that is like of gloss paint, propane acetone, which is in the grease, nail polish, ethanol, which is in glues, printing inks, the scented substances that are used in perfume and aftershaves. Look, that are in perfume and aftershaves. Moving on to our next one. Now we're going to be talking about the pure and impure substance. What is a pure substance, you may ask? A pure substance has no particles of any other substance mixed with it. Very few substances are 100% pure, like even your tap water or distilled water is not 100% pure. It contains some impurities. So, impure substances. What is an impure substance? An unwanted substance mixed with the substance you want is called impurity. Like in water, you don't want any dust, you don't want any sand, you don't want any harmful things. So that's all impurities. Methods to check if a substance is pure or not. You can check the melting points and the boiling points. That's the easier method. Scientists use a more complex method, but for us, alhamdulillah, we have an easier method. You can check about a substance if it is pure or not by checking its melting or boiling points. A substance has a high definite, sharp melting point and boiling point. A pure substance which has a sharp and definite melting point, boiling point is a pure substance. When a pure substance has an impurity, there would be the melting boiling points will rise, or the melting boiling points will have range of temperatures, no fixed temperature. The more impure a substance is, the bigger the change will be in the melting and boiling points, and the wider the temperature range over which melting and boiling occurs. So, moving on to the method of separation. This topic we're gonna continue. Well, I'm gonna tell you these what is available in this chart, but after that we're gonna continue them in detail in the next video, inshallah. So first of all, let me tell you about filtration. This is the main aspect of this chapter. These are the things that you're going to learn further in this chapter, which are going to be important. So stay tuned for that. So when I filtration, a solid from a liquid. Filtration is a process in which you remove a solid from a liquid. Crystallization, a solute from a solution. Crystallization is a process in which the thing that we discussed in the back of the session, which was a sugar. When we dissolve sugar in water, that sugar was a solute. We by the process of crystallization, we take out sugar from a solution of sugar and water.